Bachelor Joey Graziadei helps Grant Ellis with his greatest fear. Bachelor Joey Graziadei has been exactly where Grant Ellis is now. He's had to make tough decisions and deal with drama just as Grant has this season. Now, as Grant prepares to meet families and then narrow his choices down to 3 remaining women, Joey is stepping in and offering him some advice. In fact, he's helping him with his greatest fear. What did Joey say to help Grant? Keep reading to get all the details. Joey Graziadei talks to Bachelor Grant Ellis after hometown dates. Former Bachelor Joey Graziadei has some advice he's sharing with Grant Ellis. Fans will see him meet up with Grant on Monday night's episode of the show. This week, Grant and his 4 remaining ladies will be heading to hometowns, and he will meet each of their families. Following his hometown dates, he will sit down with Joey over a beer and chat about how the week went. Joey will also give him some solid advice on what's to come and how to handle it. A new clip on YouTube shows part of this conversation between these 2 leads. Joey has been in Grant's position and knows exactly what he's going through. Grant has expressed more than once throughout his journey and in outside interviews that his biggest fear is ending up all alone. He knows what loneliness is and has done the alone thing. He even has the lone wolf tattoo to symbolize his past. Now, he's ready to do life with someone, but what if that doesn't happen? Joey has some life-changing advice for Grant. Joey has some life-changing advice for Grant as he heads into the rose ceremony to choose his final 3. Grant says that he didn't realize how emotionally taxing this process would be. He knew he would develop feelings but didn't quite expect them to be so deep. Joey told him, "I think the biggest thing is, take a beat when you feel something. Your words are gonna hold so much weight over this next couple of weeks." Grant reiterated to Joey that he is afraid of ending up alone. Of course, he is also worried about making the wrong choices, which he has previously expressed. Joey's biggest piece of advice for Grant to help him with his fear is to listen to his gut. He said, "From being in your shoes, there is something to be said about a gut feeling. I really listened to that throughout my whole journey on the show." Of course, fans know it worked for Joey. He proposed to Kelsey Anderson on the finale, and the 2 are still going strong and madly in love. The final 4 women are Dina Lupancu, Juliana Pasquarosa, Zoe McGrady, and Licia Gare. After meeting their families, Grant will have to make the hard decision about who to send home. The final 3 ladies will accompany him to the Dominican Republic for fantasy suite dates, and then the final rose ceremony. In previous previews, fans see Grant struggle just before the final rose ceremony and isn't sure what to do or who to choose. What do you think will happen? Will Joey's advice serve Grant well? Jamie is a nurse and a mom of boys whose true passion is writing. She loves reality, cooking, and paranormal TV. Jamie has been writing online for several years. Title: Bachelor Joey Graziadei helps Grant Ellis with his greatest fear. Chapter 1: A Bond Beyond the Bachelor Mansion. Joey Graziadei knew what it was like to stand under the glaring spotlight of reality television. After all, he had walked the same path as Grant Ellis, stepping into the lead role of The Bachelor, balancing romance, scrutiny, and personal growth all in one whirlwind journey. But while Joey had found love and fulfillment through his experience, he could see that Grant was struggling with something deeper, something beyond the cameras and beyond the pressure of handing out roses. Fear. Joey first noticed it when he and Grant met at an ABC event in Los Angeles. Grant had just been announced as the next Bachelor, and while he put on a confident front, Joey could sense a hidden hesitation in his demeanor. Over the course of the evening, between casual conversations and industry chatter, Grant finally admitted it. "I have this fear of deep water," Grant confessed as they stood near a rooftop infinity pool. "Like irrational fear, I never really learned how to swim as a kid. My parents weren't big on vacations, and the idea of being out in the ocean, it just freaks me out." Joey, who had spent his life surfing and embracing the ocean's wild beauty, saw this as an opportunity, not just to help Grant, but to forge a deeper connection with him. "You know what, man? I've got an idea," Joey said, a twinkle of excitement in his eyes. "Let me help you conquer that fear." Grant chuckled nervously. "I don't know, dude. It's bad. Like panic attack bad." Joey placed a reassuring hand on Grant's shoulder. "Trust me. If I can survive dating 25 women on national television, you can survive a few swimming lessons." Chapter 2.
Later,
Taking the Joey and Grant met at a private beach in Malibu. The sun was beginning to set, casting golden hues over the waves. Joey had arranged for a professional swim instructor to join them, but the main goal wasn't just learning to swim. It was helping Grant reshape his relationship with water. The first step was simply standing near the water's edge. Grant took a deep breath, the scent of salt and seaweed filling his lungs. "I've always avoided beaches," Grant admitted. "I'd make up excuses, say I didn't like sand or that I didn't want to mess up my hair. Truth is, I was terrified of even stepping in." "Today's a fresh start," Joey encouraged. "No cameras, no expectations, just you and the ocean." Grant nodded. Slowly, he took his first step into the surf, feeling the cool water wash over his feet. Then another step, and another. When the waves reached his knees, he tensed. His breathing grew shallow. Joey noticed immediately. "Hey, look at me," Joey said calmly. "You're in control. The ocean moves, but you move with it. Breathe." Grant exhaled slowly, his body relaxing slightly. "That's it," Joey said. "Now let's keep going." Chapter 3. Drowning the Doubts. Over the next few days, Grant's progress was incremental but meaningful. Joey taught him basic floating techniques, how to tread water, and, eventually, how to swim short distances. There were setbacks. On the second day, Grant panicked while attempting to float on his back, the sensation of weightlessness triggering his fear. He shot upright, coughing and sputtering. Joey immediately reached for him, steadying him in the water. "It's okay," Joey reassured. "Falling in doesn't mean failing. It just means you're trying." Grant wiped the water from his face and let out a self-deprecating laugh. "Man, this is embarrassing." "Not even close," Joey said. "You're doing something brave. That's what matters." By the fourth day, something shifted. Grant was no longer resisting the water. He was moving with it, trusting his body to keep him afloat. By the end of the week, he swam out with Joey into the deeper part of the ocean, a place he had never imagined himself going. Standing waist-deep in the rolling waves, Grant turned to Joey, a genuine smile breaking across his face. "Dude, I never thought I'd say this, but I actually love this." Joey grinned. "Told you." Chapter 4. A New Perspective. A few weeks later, Grant faced another challenge, his first group date on The Bachelor. The producers had planned a beach day, complete with surfing and paddleboarding. In the past, Grant would have dreaded this moment, but now, standing in front of the contestants, he felt something different. Confidence. When one of the women asked, "So, are you a big ocean guy?" Grant smirked and replied, "I wasn't, but someone helped me change that." That night, he called Joey. "You did it, man," Joey said proudly. "How'd it feel?" "Like I conquered more than just my fear of water," Grant admitted. "I think I let go of something bigger, the fear of failing." Joey nodded knowingly. "That's the real win." Epilogue. More than just a Bachelor bond. Months later, after Grant's season of The Bachelor aired, the two friends met up for another surf session. This time, Grant wasn't a reluctant student. He was eager, excited, and ready. As they paddled out, Grant turned to Joey. "I owe you, man, not just for this, but for believing in me when I didn't." Joey laughed. "Hey, that's what friends do." And with that, they dove into the waves, no fear left behind.